This is Spam Musubi, and today we're going to learn how to make it. Spam Musubi is originally from musubi, which is a Japanese food consisting of rice wrapped in nori. The origin of Spam Musubi is widely disputed, but the consensus is that it comes from World War II and Spam being used widely by the American soldiers since it was canned and very easy to transport and cook. My mom grew up in Hawaii, so we used to eat Spam Musubi all the time. It's a very good snack for a number of reasons. It tastes really good, and it's very portable, so you can take it on hikes or to the beach. And it's only about the size of your hand, so you can stick it in a Ziploc bag and take it around with you and eat it. The first ingredient we have here is rice. So for Spam Musubi, you want to use short grain or medium grain rice since you do want the rice to stick together. Now moving on to the main ingredient, Spam. There's many different types of Spam, but here we have the regular or original type of Spam. Spam's basic ingredients are pork shoulder and ham. One thing to note is it is very salty. It contains a lot of sodium. It's actually 1/3 of your daily recommended intake of sodium, so it's not the healthiest, but that's definitely not why we eat this. Here we have our last ingredient, nori, and that means seaweed in Japanese. We're going to use the sushi kind. It's really good for packing together all the different ingredients. Moving on to how to actually make Spam Musubi. The first thing you want to do is make the rice, since this will take the longest time out of everything. So it takes about 20 minutes to make rice. Here you can see I have a rice strainer, so this makes it a lot easier to wash the rice. Here I have a rice cup. You can use it to measure the uncooked rice. So 1 cup of uncooked rice amounts to about 3 cups of cooked rice. But you don't really need to know that here. I use about 3 cups of uncooked rice here, and that was enough Spam Musubi for around 4 people. For washing the rice, you want to put the rice in the rice strainer or whatever bowl you're using and run water through it while mixing it with your hands. And as you can see here, you want to do that until the water is somewhat clearish. As you saw at the start, it was very murky, and then at the end it's pretty clear and you can see through it, so that's when you know you're done. For the rice to water ratio, you're going to want to take your index finger and look at that first joint, and then stick your index finger into the water until it hits the rice, and the water level should be right at that first joint on your index finger. The next thing you're going to want to do is make the Spam. There's many different types of Spam, including teriyaki light. As I mentioned before, you're going to want to use the regular kind of Spam. It is a bit hard to get out of the can, but you can shake it and maneuver it around, and eventually you'll get it out. You can cut this into about 7 to 10 slices. Here I just eyeball it. It's all about what ratio you want between Spam, rice, and nori, so you can really cut it however you want. You want to cook the Spam on medium heat until it's crispy. You can also cook the Spam in teriyaki sauce if you want. I didn't do it here. It takes a little bit more time and effort. It does give it more flavor, so you can do that if you want. Finally, the last step, assemble. Here I have a Spam Musubi mold. They're about $10 online, so you can get one, and it makes it a lot easier to assemble the Spam Musubi. The first thing you're going to want to do is lay the sushi nori down and then put the mold on top of that, and then you're going to want to put 1 layer of rice. At this point, you can add more seasoning if you want to, including furikake, which is a Japanese seasoning that goes really well with Spam Musubi, but I chose not to here. And then the next thing you're going to want to do is lay a piece of Spam and then 1 more layer of rice. You push down with the top part of the mold to compress all the ingredients, and then pull the large part of the mold off, and then peel the top part of the mold off, You can wrap the nori around the ingredients. You can also add a bit of water to your finger and rub it on the nori so the seal is better. And there you have it. There's the Spam Musubi. Delicious. As you can see here, you can adjust the size of the nori so that you have less nori, so there's more rice and more spam. You can adjust all the ingredients as you see fit. You can really make it your own creation. Here I added some other ingredients including carrots, eggs, cucumber, and this is a bit more like kimbap, but my girlfriend wanted it so I added it, but it isn't typical in Spam Musubi. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned how to make Spam Musubi. I really enjoy this snack and I hope you can make it and enjoy it as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be creating more variety content on this channel, maybe some more cooking videos, and I hope you enjoyed.